Okay, in episode 1, I told you about a box of muffins that turned into $500,000 of commercial work. In this episode, I'm going to actually show you the playbook, where the muffins came from and why they work, and the plan that made it actually repeatable. There's 5 plays. None of them cost more than a box of pastries, and I'll warn you now, every one of them is going to sound obvious. That's the point. The money isn't in knowing them. The money is in running them to a plan every week, especially when you're busy. By the end of this video, you'll have the 5 plays, the full muffin story, and the first 10 names on your relationship board. But first, 30 seconds on why these relationships are worth more than any ads you could ever run. A real pipeline has fast, medium, and slow channels. Fast is the phone ringing today, but for commercial contractors, the slow channel is where the money lives. Builders, facility managers, strata managers, property managers. One good referral partner sends you 100K or more a year, and almost every contractor builds that channel by accident if they build it at all. You've already done the setup work. In episode 2, you found out where you break. In episode 3, you picked who you wanted to get more work from. In episode 4, you wrote the 4 lines that make you worth repeating. Today, those lines get a delivery system. This comes from running my own electrical and plumbing business and winning millions of dollars of recurring revenue from this exact playbook, leaving nothing out. So stop waiting for the slow channel to build itself. From today, you've got to build it on purpose. Everything in this episode is in the free Bulletproof Pipeline workbook, so download it and follow along and complete the template. Every play runs off this one tool. It's not a CRM, it's not a software. Ask any contractor about their pipeline and they'll show you a quote list. That's not a pipeline, that's kind of paperwork. The real pipeline is the people. If those people and those relationships only live in your head, they get forgotten. The moment you get busy, which is exactly when the nurturing should be happening. The most valuable marketing tool in my business was a whiteboard with about 20 names on it. Every name was a person who could send us 6 figures of work. Builders, facility managers, strata, property, etc., industrial clients. We mapped them out, how they were connected to each other and how we were connected to them, or how we could get connected to them. And next to each name, the things that mattered, what they were into, what they didn't like, what they did like, when their key meetings were happening, whether it was physical or digital doesn't matter. What does matter is that every decision maker in your target accounts group is written down and visible in one place. So play 1 is build a board. You can't nurture a relationship you can't see. Board turns, I should catch up with that builder, into a list your business can actually run, and the other 4 plays work off it. So once the names are on the board, the fastest way to add more is a question so obvious you'll be annoyed you haven't been asking it. Your best clients know exactly the people you want to meet. Their mates run the same kind of businesses, and we never ask. It feels pushy, or we tell ourselves that if they wanted to refer us, they would. So millions of dollars of warm introductions just sit there. So this is the mirror referral. Go to the ideal clients you picked in episode 3 and ask them, who do you know, like you, that could do with someone like me? Like refers like. Client I coached, Matt, just recently, he's growing his electrical business. He asked that exact question to one of his key referral partners. The partner introduced him to 2 other builders he's now won work from and gave him more work on that very day, just because he asked. 1 question, 1 conversation, 3 sources of work. Play 3 is the same ask, but it's pointed at the other trades. The plumbers, HVAC, electricians, fire, contractors already working for your ideal client. Ask them who else they work for that's like this client and get an introduction, and then share your introductions back. It's a 2-way street and almost nobody's driving on it. The question seems too obvious to work. It works because nobody asks it. Every new name goes straight onto the board. So the board's filling up. Now the real playbook. How do you stay in front of these people all year without ever being a pest? Most contractors think relationship building is asking with a smile. Got any work coming up? Keep us in mind. Every touch takes something. That's why it feels awkward to do and awkward to receive, and why most contractors quit after 2 attempts. The fix is to flip the direction. Stop looking for reasons to ask and start engineering reasons to give. For every name on that board, work out how you can provide value and how you can be seen. Can you give some technical training to the team or to that person in an area that you've got expertise in? Are there tools that will make their job easier that you can give them? Can you run a workshop for their people to help them deliver on what they've got to do or understand their customer better? And then there's the personal layer. Work out what each person's into. Footy for one, music for another, one's a reader, take them to the Writers Festival. Magazine subscriptions are gold. Find out what that person's into, get a subscription, but don't have it sent to their office, have it sent to your office and have someone in your team drop it around once a month. Another excuse to be seen. Same thinking with quotes. If a quote's over a certain value or it's complicated, don't email it, drop it off, walk them through it. Every one of those gives something or helps them in some way. None of them is as a sales pitch. You don't need charm, you need a reason. Engineer good reasons to be in front of your key people, and the work conversation starts itself. It's only a matter of creativity. And when you get this right, it looks like a box of muffins. Here's the full story that I was holding back since episode 1. From the outside, the muffin sounds like a cute trick. 15, 30 bucks on pastries, $500,000 in work. The bit everyone misses is that it wasn't the gesture, it was the plan running 2 o'clock. One of the strata managers were on our board. We found out their team meeting was at 10:30 every Tuesday. So at 10:30 every Tuesday, someone from our office would rock up with a box of pastries to their meeting. We didn't even need to be in the room because, of course, the question gets asked around the table, where do these come from? They come from blah, blah, blah. That's why they worked with us. Top of mind every single week, in a meeting full of the exact people who can hand out commercial work. And it compounded. We got invited to present it to their Australian managers on compliance issues they had to deal with, us in front of experts. That access is what turned that box of muffins into $500,000 of work year after year. Anyone can buy the pastries once. The 10:30 every Tuesday is what does the work though. The right people, the right timing, repeated. And someone from the office can run it. That's a system. That's not charisma and charm. Which brings us to the next play that makes all of this actually happen, because none of it survives a busy month on just goodwill alone. You'll do this for a fortnight, then a project blows up, you get busy, the board goes quiet, not because you're lazy, just because life goes on. And the first thing that a busy week will eat is this business development. Play 5 has 2 clocks. First is weekly, regular BD time in your calendar, non-negotiable, 30 minutes with the board, 3 questions. Who haven't I touched this fortnight? What have I done to build each connection? And what can I give this week? The second part of the clock is the year. Build an annual calendar of touches for your key people. Christmas party, or it's Easter eggs around the offices. Christmas in July, it's long weekends. Maybe the training sessions or workshops that you can run for those clients to keep them informed of the latest updates. Plan your year once and then execute it week by week. There's always a reason to be in touch. Calendar just makes sure you actually take those opportunities and lock it in. Relationships don't run on memory. They run on a weekly block and a yearly planner. Book the weekly block before you finish this video. Take the board template and the contact plan and the 3 weekly questions. They're all in the workbook. Print them out, stick them next to the whiteboard so you understand the playbook, and then you can just run that every week consistently. So just to recap, play 1 is build the board. 20 names who can send you $100,000 worth of work every year. Play 2 is ask your best clients who they know that's like them. Play 3, same ask, but out through the trade. Play 4, engineer reasons to be there. Training, tools, magazines, muffins, quotes that have dropped off. And play 5 is program at the weekly business development time and the annual calendar of touches. Notice what's not on the list. There's no charisma. None of this needs you to be a natural salesman. It's a list, a plan, a calendar, and that's exactly why it can be handed over. Your office manager can run the board, the muffin run, the magazine drops, the reminders. You keep the coffee appointments and the drop-ins that only you can do. So your move today, start your board. 10 names, people who could send you commercial work. Don't contact anyone yet, just build the list. The free Bulletproof Pipeline workbook has got all the templates in there and a contact plan and weekly questions. So grab that and make sure you actually take some action. Now the final episode, direct relationships will get you into the room. The other half of the game is being visible everywhere your buyers look. Without you writing a single post, the content machine, the nurture system, that 10-80-10 handover that runs this whole pipeline without you. I look forward to seeing you there.